Get comfortable with English in comfort. This is your English listening practice podcast to help you learn and improve naturally.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English in Comfort. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark.
Today, we are going to practice a very common situation. It is something we all do and something we all enjoy.
We are talking about going to a restaurant. Everyone loves eating out, right?
We all do. But for English learners, this can actually be a little bit stressful.
It really can. You might worry about how to order properly. Or maybe you need to ask for something, but you are afraid of sounding weird or rude.
Exactly. You want to be polite, but you also want to be clear.
So, in this episode, we have got everything you need. We will show you exactly how to order your food, how to ask for clarification if you don't understand, and how to pay the bill.
By the end of this lesson, you will be ready to walk into any restaurant with total confidence.
So get comfortable, grab your tea, and let's get started.
So, the first thing we do is order food. This is the most important part.
It is. So let's listen to a conversation together. I want you to pay attention to how they order and the phrases they use. And especially pay attention to the phrase, I would like.
I would like. This is a really common phrase we use to order food.
It is. I actually call it the magic phrase. It is so useful because it is very easy and it always sounds polite.
That is true.
For example, you can say, I would like a table for two. Or you can say, I would like the chicken salad. It works for everything.
It really does. So, let's listen to the conversation, and don't worry if you don't understand everything right now. We will break down everything together right after.
Hi there. Welcome in. Have you two eaten here before?
No, it's our first time. It looks really nice in here.
Thank you. If you need help choosing something, just ask. Are you ready to order, or do you need a minute?
I think we're ready.
Yes, so I would like the grilled chicken, please.
Great choice. It's one of our most popular dishes.
Oh, good. And, can I have a lemonade with that?
Of course. Would you like it sweet or less sweet?
Less sweet, please.
No problem. And for you?
Let me see. The pasta looks good. Yeah, I'd like the vegetable pasta, please.
Sure. It comes with a small salad. Is that okay?
Yes, that's perfect. And could I get an iced tea?
Absolutely. With lemon or without?
With lemon, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else? Maybe appetizers?
Maybe next time.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple today.
So, yes, that's all. Thank you.
That's all for me, too.
Great. I'll bring your drinks right away and your food will be out soon.
Okay, so that was a successful order. Now, let's look closer at the phrases they used because there are a few different ways to do this.
Right? Let's start with the main one. We talked about I would like, but in the conversation, Lena shortened it. She said, I'd like.
I'd like. Native speakers almost always use this short form. It flows better.
It means the same thing, but it sounds a bit more natural and relaxed.
So you can say, I'd like the chicken, or I'd like a table near the window. It is still very polite, just a little faster.
Now, if you want to ask for something with your meal, like a drink or a side dish, Sarah used a great phrase. She asked, Can I have?
Can I have? This is probably the most common way to ask for things in English. It is friendly and simple.
You can use it for anything. Can I have a lemonade? Or maybe, can I have some extra napkins?
It is casual, but it is still polite enough for any restaurant.
But Lena used a slightly different phrase for her drink. She said, Could I get?
Yes, she said. Could I get an iced tea?
Is there a big difference between can I have and could I get?
Not a big difference in meaning, but there is a small difference in feeling. Using the word could makes it sound just a little bit softer.
So, if you want to be extra polite, or maybe you are asking for a favor, could I get is a nice choice.
Exactly, like, could I get the bill please, or could I get a menu? It sounds very respectful.
So, you really have three great options. I would like or I'd like, can I have, and could I get. You can use any of them and sound great.
Now, there is one last phrase we need to talk about. It is the one Sarah used at the very end, the one to stop the conversation. She said, "That's all." This is such a useful phrase. Sometimes when you finish ordering, the waiter stays at the table. They are waiting to see if you want anything else.
And it can be a little awkward if you don't say anything.
Exactly, so you just say, "That's all, thank you." It is a clear signal to the waiter that you are finished.
It's simple, but it keeps the conversation smooth. But you know, Mark, sometimes you look at a menu and you just don't know what the food is.
That happens to me all the time. Or sometimes the waiter speaks very fast and you didn't hear them.
In those moments, a lot of learners just stay quiet because they are shy. But you don't have to be quiet. It is perfectly normal to ask questions.
It is. So let's listen to another short conversation. Sarah and Lena are looking at the menu, but they need some help.
Listen for how they ask for information, and especially what Sarah says when she doesn't hear the answer clearly.
Do you have any questions about the menu?
Yes, actually. I have a question about this soup. Is it spicy?
It has a little bit of chili oil on top, but it's not too hot.
Sorry, could you repeat that? It's a bit loud in here.
Oh, sure. I said it has a little chili oil, but it is not very hot.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
And what do you recommend? I want something light today.
The garden salad is excellent. It's very fresh.
That sounds good. Does it come with bread?
Yes, it comes with 2 rolls on the side.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so in that conversation, Sarah and Lena needed some help. They asked some really good questions.
They did. Let's start with the moment when Sarah didn't hear the waiter. She used a perfect phrase. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Sorry, could you repeat that? This is the best phrase to use when you miss a word. It tells the waiter, "I want to hear you, please say it again."
Now, there is another phrase you can use in this situation. It is very natural. The phrase is, I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that. This is very friendly. It doesn't mean catching a ball, it just means I didn't hear it clearly.
Exactly. So you can say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? It makes you sound very fluent.
Now let's look at the questions about the food. Sarah wanted to know about the flavor. She asked, "Is it spicy?"
This is a very important question if you don't like hot food.
It is. And you can use this pattern for anything. Is it sweet? Is it salty? You are just checking the flavor.
Next, Lena wanted to know what was on the plate. She asked, does it come with bread?
Yes, this is how you ask what is included in the price. For example, you order a burger and you want to know about the fries. You can ask, does it come with fries? Or does it come with rice?
Now, what if you look at the menu and you have no idea what to eat?
That is when you ask the waiter for help. You can say, "Can you recommend something?"
Can you recommend something?
This is great because the waiter knows the food best. You can even add details. Can you recommend something light?
It's a great way to discover new food. Now we have one last phrase. This is for when you want to change a dish. Can I get one without?
Can I get one without? For example, can I get one without cheese?
Or, can I get the salad without tomatoes? It shows you want the dish, but you need a small change.
And usually the waiter is okay and happy to do it.
So we have ordered, we have eaten, and the food was delicious. Now, we have to do the last thing.
We have to pay.
Right. And to do that, we usually ask for the bill.
The bill. This just means the piece of paper that tells you how much money you need to pay.
Exactly. You can say, "Can I get the bill, please?" That is very common.
But there are other natural ways to say this and ways to ask about how to pay.
So let's listen to one last conversation. Sarah is finished with her meal and she is ready to leave.
Pay attention to how she asks to pay and how she ends the conversation politely.
Was everything delicious?
Yes, it was great, thank you. I'd like to pay, please.
Of course. Just one moment.
Do you take card or cash?
We take both. Whatever is easiest for you.
Okay, I'll pay with card.
No problem. You can tap it here.
Perfect. And, can I get the receipt, please?
Absolutely. Here's your receipt.
Great, that's all, thank you. And thank you for your help today.
You are welcome. Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
That was a great, polite ending to the meal. Now let's break down exactly what they said.
Yes. Let's start with the first thing Sarah said. She did not just shout, "The bill, please." She used a very polite phrase. She said, "I'd like to pay, please."
I'd like to pay, please.
This is a clear signal to the waiter. It tells them you are finished eating and you are ready to leave.
It is very useful. For example, you are in a taxi and you arrive at your destination. You can say, "I'd like to pay, please."
Or you are at a hair salon and you're finished. You walk to the desk and say, "I'd like to pay, please."
Next, Sarah needed to know how to pay. So she asked, "Do you take card or cash?"
Do you take card or cash?
This is a very important question. In this phrase, the word take means accept.
Right? Not every shop accepts credit cards, so it is good to ask.
For example, you are at a small street market. You can ask, "Do you take card or is it cash only?"
Or you are buying a coffee. You can ask, "Do you take cash here?"
After she paid, Sarah asked for one more thing. She said, "Can I get the receipt, please?"
Can I get the receipt, please?
A receipt is the small paper that shows what you bought. For example, you buy a new shirt, but you might want to return it later. You should ask, "Can I get the receipt, please?"
Or you are at a business lunch and you need to show your boss the price. You say, "Can I get the receipt, please?"
Finally, let's look at how they ended the conversation. It was very polite. Sarah said, "That's all, thank you."
And then she added, "Thank you for your help."
Thank you for your help. This is a very nice phrase. It is better than just saying thanks. It shows you appreciate the waiter's work. You can use this anywhere. For example, a shop assistant helps you find the right size shoes. You say, "Thank you for your help."
Or someone gives you directions on the street. You say, "Thank you for your help."
And then the waiter said, "Have a nice day."
Have a nice day.
This is the most common way to say goodbye in English shops and restaurants. And Sarah gave the easiest, simple, common answer. She said, "Thanks, you too."
Thanks, you too. This is the easiest, most natural way to reply. You do not need to look for fancy, complicated things to say.
Exactly, you just say, "You too." For example, your colleague says, "Have a good weekend." You say, "Thanks, you too."
Or the taxi driver says, "Have a good night." You say, Thanks, you too. It is simple, but it is really common. And that brings us to the end of our restaurant visit.
We practiced ordering, asking questions, and paying the bill. You are now ready to go out and enjoy a great meal in English.
We really hope this lesson was helpful for you. And now we have a question for you.
We want to know, what is your favorite meal to order at a restaurant? Is it pizza, pasta, or maybe something else? I personally like pasta. What is your favorite meal to order, Anna?
Well, I like seafood actually, any type of seafood. So you guys tell us in the comments too. We love reading about your favorite foods.
And as always, for more English listening and speaking practice, please be sure to subscribe to English in Comfort.
Thank you so much for letting us be part of your learning journey. Keep practicing, keep improving, and take care, everyone.